Good afternoon, everybody. I am Miss Morgan, and this is
Miss Tori.
and we are here to bring you today's Teen S.T.E.A.M activity. So today we are going to be making paper roller coasters. Mine is a little flimsy because I just used regular paper, but now we have cardstock that we printed yours on. So what you're going to do, and we already did this part, that way it wasn't so long of a video, is you're going to cut out all of your papers. There's, what am I thinking of? There's dashed lines that you are going to fold, and solid lines. I was going to say straight lines, but that wouldn't make sense. And solid lines that you're going to cut on. And it says on the paper like how to do it. And you're going to make things like support beams. I already made my curve for it and my beginning hill. And we are going to show you how to do a loop, which is kind of hard. Well, for me it is. You guys might be a little better at this than I am. We're going to make a loop, and then we're just going to make a roller coaster just like the one that we showed you. So we already cut all ours out, like I said, and I already cut them. That way it didn't take as much time, because I'm sure you guys don't want to sit and listen to me for 45 minutes while I cut paper and just talk to you. So what you do is, this is the hill or loop. So for the loop, you cut them and fold, and then it's kind of hard. You have to go like this as best as you can to make your loop, and that'll connect. So once you have it folded like this, which I can actually zoom in on a little bit, that way you can see it. So once you have your loop like this, then you're going to want to tape it. You don't want to tape it until you have it folded like you want it, and that is important. So Miss Tori is going to hand me some tape for my loop.
Made of tape.
The table is made of tape. And I already tore my tape off too, guys, so that it was a little easier. The loops are kind of hard for me.
This whole thing is kind of hard for me, so.
That's okay. They'll probably be good at it.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you guys will be way better at it than I will be. Like so the goal is to be able to get like a marble to be able to run on it.
Do we have a marble?
No, I didn't give marbles.
Oh, okay.
I was just afraid that they would fall out of the bags.
Okay.
But the goal is to get like a marble or something like a marble to be able to run the course of your roller coaster.
That's actually a pretty good loop you got there.
My roller coaster that I made last week, or a couple weeks ago, I mean, my marble did not work. It wouldn't go anywhere.
But she did use regular paper, and I think that was the problem. This time we have cardstock, and you all have cardstock.
Yes, you guys do have cardstock. Because it's a little more sturdy. A little sturdier?
A little sturdier.
A little sturdier. And you don't have to worry so much about the fact that you can see the tape, because that's not a big deal.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm slacking on my.
No, you're totally fine.
You're using all the tape though.
I only needed one more piece.
Okay.
All right, so there is my loop, and we are going to see if it works later. So here's my loop. My loop wants, there we go. It didn't want to stay. There we go. All right, so we've got our loop, we've got our curve, we have our beginning platform, and we have one of our two support beams. So now we are going to do the other support beam.
Do you want me to do that?
You can. Yes.
I can, okay. And you can show them how to connect them while I fold this.
So this is our support beam, and Miss Tori is folding it. So you're gonna fold it
again on the dotted lines.
On the dotted lines, yes. And you're going to I made the mistake of taping where I was actually supposed to cut, that way we have our legs so that it'll stand. So you're gonna wanna make sure you leave that,
Yes. Mine I cut before I started folding.
which is a smart idea, so you should do what Miss Tori did.
Just in this instance, though.
So then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tape my first beam down. So I taped, also in your packets that you would have received are 4 sheets of colored cardstock, and those are to go ahead and make your base. So I went ahead and I taped all 4 of mine together. That way it was a little bigger. Because I did just 2 with the other roller coaster and I realized that it wasn't quite big enough. And we gave you a lot of paper, so if you decide that you want to make yours a little bigger than we're making ours, you are more than welcome to do that. You should have plenty of things to be able to make plenty of loops and hills and things like that.
Now I'm just taping, after I've got it folded, I'm taping it together so it stays supportive. I've got 1 piece left. How did you measure it to make sure they were the correct width apart? Did you just...
Whenever I was going to put it together, I just went like this.
Okay.
So then your support beam would go on this side.
Cool.
Because this is
Right
how
about
we would, this is how we would put it.
What about there?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'll tape the chicken feet down, because that's what they look like.
Oh, you call them chicken feet.
That is what they are. They are chicken.
And then, so now that we have our 2 support beams ready, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we are going to tape our beginning loop on
It's a hill. She made a hill.
hill. Yeah, I don't know why I said loop. Our hill on to our support beams.
Maybe.
And like I said earlier, you guys might be a little better at this than we are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an engineer by any means.
I don't even play one on TV.
I think we might need another hill.
You think so?
I do, because this doesn't even reach the
I have
bottom.
one right here. Do you think we could get away with?
I
Is that
think-
gonna be too long leading up to our?
Well, we could always
Or-
cut it if we need to cut it.
Okay, so I'll just connect it here for now, and we'll go from there.
And I'll get you more tape.
Thank you. Alright.
Yes, I think that would be too long.
Yes.
Where would you like to cut it at?
Oh, you're the expert.
Well, let's see. Are we doing, do you want to do the loop first?
Yeah, we gotta get this momentum right in that loop, I think.
So
That,
we can put it like this.
that looks good. Okay.
Do you want to cut it?
Sure. Where did we say? Here?
Yes.
So yeah, you can customize these as well. Just because the strip is this long doesn't mean it needs to stay this long.
And then what you do is once we have the hill on, you're going to finish folding and then just put tape
Just to connect your sides.
so that the sides stay up, because you don't want your sides to move at all.
For stability. Oh, you do have another piece hiding there.
I do have another piece.
Perfect.
Perfect.
That is perfect. Well done.
And I'm gonna take this down, that
Sure.
way the loop stays.
And I'm gonna take these together. So our marble or whatever we find doesn't.
I hope our loop works.
Yeah, our paper loop did not work. So hopefully the cardstock will be doing us a favor.
And I think I'm gonna put our curve
Right after.
right after the loop.
I like it. I taped the table.
taped to the table and then it got stuck. Alright, so we got our hill that I called a loop earlier. So we've got our hill, and then we've got our loop, and we have a
And a
curve,
curve.
and then,
Just connecting everything together as usual.
and then I think I wanna do,
We could
One.
do another curve underneath.
oh, we could do another curve. That is a good idea. So I have my curve. So what I'm gonna do is, and I found this to be a little easier. I know it says to cut on the solid lines before folding it, but I found that it's easier to fold on the dotted lines before you cut. That way you don't have as many pieces that you have to fold over. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I am folding
Do you want me to find a marble while you do that?
on my dotted lines. I have marbles.
They're in the cupboard.
They are in the cupboard.
I will grab them
Sounds good.
while you fold.
Okay, so now that I have it folded, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut each of these lines, and you're gonna cut all the way through to the other dotted line. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to cut the solid lines up to the dotted lines so that it looks like this. And you can find something, if you want to make yours longer, you can add on to it as much as you want, or if you want to make it simple, like we're making ours, you can go ahead and do that as well. So now that I have it all cut, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how I want it to go. And I think I want it to go like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a piece of tape, and I'm actually going to tape it on here and attach it to my other piece before I go ahead and tape these pieces together. I don't know if you guys can even, I don't know if you could even see that. So I have it taped on there like this, and now I'm gonna decide how I want it to go. And now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tape these together. Miss Tori, if you would like to.
Yes. I certainly can do that. Then if you don't want to waste this piece, we can just attach it right to the end. We don't have to do that though.
We could attach it to the end. Also, if my roller coaster doesn't work, don't ever hire me to build one. Because if I can't make one out of paper, I definitely wouldn't be able to make one out of any other materials. I'm just being honest.
I don't know if they'll allow your folds up there because you'd be working with a lot sturdier material. However, I think we want to keep Miss Morgan in the library. We'll just get her roller coaster tycoon for Christmas. She can build them digitally.
I think I would be better at that.
I also believe that most people watching this video won't understand a roller coaster tycoon reference, and I apologize. Almost there. Now, we can finish up
Are you gonna do one more hill?
another hill.
Oh, I didn't know if you were doing a hill.
Do you think we have enough momentum at
Probably
the end?
not.
We could do a baby hill.
We could do a little baby hill. What were you gonna do? Just to put it like this so that it finishes off the paper?
Sure,
It's up to you.
we can sure try. And if it doesn't work, then that's all my fault. So I don't know how you do that, how you did your hill over here. Did you tape it first and
So,
then connect it?
the thing that I learned is my hill didn't work.
Oh.
Because I made my hill too tall.
She's setting me up for failure.
I made my hill too tall, So what I would think, actually, we can't do a hill because we would
Sure.
hit our heads.
That is structurally frowned upon, I would
It
say.
is.
We would hit our heads.
We definitely would.
We would lose our marbles from hitting our heads. I had one. Would you like me to continue to be the tape person?
Well, I mean, you could do this part. You
I
said you
could.
wanted to.
I could.
You said you wanted to, so I'll be the tip person.
All right. I think I was going about this the wrong way the first time, making it much harder for myself. Smile this side. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think my curve's what set us up for failure here.
You think so? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
because we're kind of just gonna run right into the hill.
you can
So I
adjust
wonder,
it.
we'll just move it over a little bit. That way it can at least go.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it would be fun to incorporate this little.
So for a
Right.
hill, what you would do is you would just clump the paper up a little bit. So like, let me,
You have this one here if you want to show them. But this one is not structurally.
that one is not structurally sound. So I'm gonna just cut this piece of paper and fold it quick and show you how you do it. So now that I have it folded, I'm gonna cut my lines.
Sorry, that one was not ideal.
It's okay.
Excuse me.
All right, so now that I have it all cut, so the best way to make a hill, and if you look at my other one, which I'll show you one more time, my hill was more like this, which my marble did not have the speed to be able to get up. So it might be easier to make one that is lower for your loop, or I mean your hill.
Yeah. And again, I'm actually going to lose my marbles. It was made out of paper, so I feel like that kind of set us up for failure to begin with. So, ooh, my tissues. Sorry.
Okay, so this is the one that's made out of regular paper, just printer paper. And as you can tell,
We're just
it does not work.
It is not supportive at all. And this is a small marble. I grabbed two. I grabbed a small one and a large one.
It doesn't work.
It gets to about here, and it doesn't want to go any farther.
Now you can test
Moment
our
of
new
truth.
one.
Okay, so we're gonna use the small marble first.
Oh, I
it-
just gotta tape it down a little bit more. It got
That-
stuck on our curve.
This is exciting. Okay.
It is exciting because it actually worked.
So the curve is a little long. Let's see if the larger marble can get more velocity behind it.
I was gonna say this part got stuck too because it wasn't all the way taped down.
Oh my goodness. All right, third time's the charm. No,
No.
I don't think
I
the
don't
loop
think
gives
it
it
is.
enough. Let's try the bigger one. We'll see if that is, well, let's see what Miss Morgan's doing there.
I'm taping it down where we added the other one.
Okay. We're determined for this marble to go all the way through. Oh, the
Well,
larger
I
one
thought-
did have a little more behind it.
It got a little farther.
It's just that one spot.
That one spot, it just does not like.
So maybe don't do two curves in a row.
Yes, I think so.
Lesson learned. But hey,
It
it got
worked.
through the loop.
It did get through the loop. I'm excited
Yay.
about that. All right, everybody. So thank you so much for joining us for today's Teen S.T.E.A.M activity. We hope that you had fun making your roller coaster. If you would like to send pictures to us, you can definitely do so on our Facebook page on Messenger. We would love to see how creative you get with it. So, once again, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.